All right, let's take a look. Do we have the chat? We have the chat. We have the audio. We have the quality. What's up, everybody, boys and girls, on this holiday week, short week, low volume week, tax loss harvesting week. Go over some charts. I'm certainly not bullish, and I'm happy to take into account any bullishness anybody has. What's up, Luke, Hammer, Flying Ver, Degenerate Speculator, audio and video good. Love to hear it. Yeah, so if you've got bullish evidence, sentiment, anything, I'll take it. We'll take it into consideration, but I'm not seeing a lot out there. I'm just not seeing enough to throw money at anything. If anything, it looks pretty convincing that we're going to see lower on BTC. Now, it's easy for me to say that today into like tax loss harvesting week, and then we bounce 25% January, whatever. I mean, look, it's possible. Strong opinions held loosely. We'll go over some levels I'm looking at, but most of the stream is going to be legacy, probably. There's really nothing to do on crypto that I can see. The case of success is here. All the folks are here. Yeah, it's weird. You know, one of the biggest tells is S&P is at all-time highs and BTC is down. That is not normal. DXY is down significantly and BTC is down. That is not normal. So whether it's conspiracy or otherwise, it doesn't matter. You trade the market you have, not the market you want. And it just is what it is. Yeah, we're going to take a look at BITI. Absolutely. Absolutely. That chart looks great. Looks really, really good here. I wanted to shout out this unbiased.fyi website, mainly because I'm on it. Secondly, because I'm, for some reason, ranked top 3, so I'll take it. But it's some sort of AI ingestion of sentiment / tweets, and then it spits out like a global consensus, an analyst consensus, and then you can like look at individual people and see how they've ranked over time in their sentiment. So it must pull Twitter data. I don't exactly know how it does this, but anyway, super cool stuff. Not sure it's calling me like super bullish here. Don't think I would say that. So I don't know when it updates. I don't know what exactly it takes into consideration, what sort of words, whatnot, but very interesting on like just automated sentiment for specific people, and you can look at whoever you want. There's a ton of people in here. Anyway, just thought I'd shout that out. So for BTC, again, like for the past 3 weeks, what is there to do? I got nothing. We're way below the cloud. There's no chart pattern here that's going to save us. There's no divergence that's going to save us. If anything, there's a bearish flag here. There's a bear flag, chart pattern that's going to keep going down. The first place I would think about longs would be 94, 95, maybe, but like just compared to April, right? You know, this took 3 months to figure itself out, and we bottomed. You can say because of XYZ fundamental reason, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is the exact same situation, fractal scenario that I would want to see here. I would want to see a move from 93 to 103. That's a trade you could take. That's not a today trade. Probably not a next week trade. Maybe even not a January trade. But 93 to 103 would be a great edge-to-edge trade. That would be a place where I would take hedges off personally if we got to 93 on a daily close, because I'm going to be talking about hedges today. And there's people already chirping at me on Twitter, you know, like, you've been bearish the past 3 tweets. What are you doing here? What are you doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm not buying BTC here. I'll tell you that much. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, that would be the trade to watch for in Q1. Do we have the bullish edge to edge, 93 to 103, or do we just have a vanilla bear flag breakdown? Because that's what it looks like. And if that's the case, you can either short it or hedge it. You can start to hedge it now. You can start to short it probably below 86. You know, any new lower low here, that's a good time. Good time to think about it. Maybe start nibbling now, but there's nothing to do. And if BTC looks like this, alt's unlikely to do much better, and certainly more likely to do worse on the downside. And this is probably the most concerning thing to me on the weekly for BTC. We have what is this? The sixth stab into the cloud, sixth attempt to close in the cloud. It's early in the week, or no, I guess it's not early in the week. I thought it was Monday. It's late in the week, so it's possible we don't close in the cloud this week, but none of this is bullish. I don't know who needs to hear that. It's not bullish. Now you could say again, the calendar, seasonality, blah, blah, blah. It's not great. It's not a great setup for longs here. If we get a close in the weekly cloud, the target is an edge to edge down here, right? It's just like it was back here, close here, touch here. That's the rules. This is probably thick enough where you might want to think about hedging. Not financial advice, but again, not bullish. If this closes in the weekly, it doesn't even matter if it bounces back out of the weekly. It's not bullish here. It's going to take a ton of time because you're going to get a bearish TK cross here. And then it's just going to flounder around for a long time. And then you're just eating opportunity cost. So unless there's some insane fundamental event, which some act of God is possible, it just doesn't look like we're going to be doing anything super constructive anytime soon. Then I turned on the old algo, the chart pattern algo on TradingView just to see. And I've seen this before, but it looks realer today because we are below the wedge line. If you even want to call this a wedge, whatever. Get Slimer. Slimer will tell us if it's a wedge or not. But let's say it's a wedge. Where does this measure? Lower, right? Way lower, way lower. There's the 200-week moving average on there at 58. There's the bear flag that you can probably see a little bit better. This is not flagging in a bullish way. Selling off after every single move higher is not bullish either. So none of this looks good. VPVR gives you a level between like 58 and 70. 43 would be 62% off the high, I think. None of this has to happen quickly, but again, we're not measuring to bullish places here. This does not look like we are ready to break higher. And that changes at 93, that changes at 103. But until then, I'd be very careful with any assumptions into 2026. Some people do much better if you invert the chart. You could do that on TradingView directly, but this is BITI, which is 1x short BTC. Just based on cloud rules, again, it's pretty straightforward, pretty clear cut. Does this look bullish or bearish? One of the better looking bullish charts you're going to see is this, because it's been down only for 3 years, aka bull market, and now it's rolling over, aka bear market. This looks very, very good on high time frames, and it's out of the channel. So, if you're smart about hedging, you can hedge partial, hedge some at any level using an instrument like BITI or puts through IBIT. That's also an option, or just CME futures. That's also an option. But again, this is not bullish. It can get bullish. It can recover. It probably is going to take some time. But as we sit here today, it is continually not bullish, unfortunately, for us. So this would just be a vanilla trend breakout, right? There's really nothing else to say. It is not bullish. And here's SBIT, which is 2x downside. And again, options probably better, futures probably better than either of these. Just FYI, if you're able to know what you're doing there. But this is it's a big yikes. It's a big yikes for the crypto crowd, who's already down pretty bad on a year that should have been a pretty good year. Silver and gold are up considerably, and meanwhile, BTC's down on the year. I wanted to go through my current portfolio, what I'm holding on to into 2026, some thoughts on that. And then we have a watch list from Nuanda, which is great. We'll take a look at that. And then we'll take anything anybody else wants to see. But on the crypto side, I just don't even know what to even talk about, because what on any chart is bullish here? I don't have an answer. I don't have any answers that's bullish in any way. ETH looks bearish. ETH BTC doesn't look great. Maybe Monero. I guess we could take a look at Monero. This looks like a head and shoulders on ETH. Sol, new lows. Nothing to say there. Maybe there's a div. There's a bull div here. Is that enough right now? I don't think so. But you could trade it as though it were enough right now. I just don't know why you would. A Ripple. Breaking down below the high time frame structure. This doesn't measure anywhere bullish. And again, it just is what it is, right? Right now, we look like we're ready to break lower basically everywhere. And you can look at every alt. Every alt is just filling the 10-10 wick. There's nothing. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like, you can guess. I don't hate that, but it just doesn't feel like the right time. Not yet. I want to see, like, if we're playing blackjack, I want to see like a couple more cards into January, personally, to see what we're going to see. Like, I've already lost enough money trying to guess that we bottomed, so I'm just done trying. So if you're counter trading me, then that's a huge win for you to the long side. Even BNB is breaking down. Like, what about any of these charts? Aave had a great chance to break up, didn't. All these charts just look horrific. Lower than the 10-10 wick, IMX. There's no survivors here. It's just continuous washout. And this is what you'd expect if BTC is bearish. Alts should be more bearish. That's it. End of story. And I'm just going to stop because there's really nothing. There's nothing else to say or do. There's nothing here that I would buy at all. Nothing. The one thing I would do if I had it. Let's go back to the weekly. The weekly, the 200. Like, one way to prepare yourself mentally to think about dollar cost averaging and whatnot. If we put all the important stuff on the chart, VPVR, if I can find it, where did I put it? VPVR, 200-week moving average, weekly cloud, and we'll throw on the old chart pattern from TradingView just for fun. I would think about a zone, let's say from maybe it's 65 to 45, right? Whatever. That's where I would start to DCA. We might not even get down there. I don't know. But I certainly am not buying up here, and I'm not buying anywhere before we're still in the cloud, not to the other edge of the cloud. The edge to edge would bring us to like 66-ish. Ideally, if you're like chunking blind bids here, maybe it's weighted around the 200, maybe it's weighted around the bottom of some fib level, whatever. But I would think about it as, I don't need to pick the exact level. I just want to start to dollar cost average, right? So maybe just set a bunch of bids and you go on with your life until you have more information. Because it just, again, does not look bullish, and it's the only thing I would buy just blindly today with bids. If you want something like ETH or Sol, I would get real smart about it and just put those bids lower than you think that anything's going to go. Like Sol to 50, possible. Clip it, chat. Sol to 50. Moonshoe, I do post them on YouTube. They're under the live section. They're not on like the main feed until it's the video's over. So can you tell me that this looks bullish for Solana? No, this measures to 50. There's a level at 57. Okay, so I would do this exercise if you really want to think about alts, but man, yikes. So yeah, on the crypto side, I got nothing. If anybody has anything they want me to look at, we'll take a look at it real quick, but that's about it. Worst case bottom, probably 50K. Probably 50K. If you got laid off or looking for work, what sector would you go? Probably like electricity, utilities, something like that. Yes, we ruined the market today with opening the stream. I came to talk about Rivian for an hour. That's fine. We can talk about Rivian for an hour too. I don't know what this chart is. Sure, you know, it has limited trading history. It's above the daily. I don't know anything about it. But am I personally going to throw a substantial amount of money at anything right now on the crypto side? No. The one chart I like is Monero, and I like it on the ultra high time frame, which means it's going to take another 35 years to play out if it plays out. I like the risk reward. It is absurd. It is just a measured move of the depth of the pattern. This took basically a decade to play out or to form. It may take 3 years to play out. Who the hell knows? It may bounce down and continue on. I don't know. You can measure a secondary target here with the cup and handle. Plenty of things to think about on Monero. Why is it up and everything else is down? I don't know. It just tends to be inverse to the market. So this is the one chart that I like here. That's it. A few more. Chili's, nope. And that's the thing, like, it's a great thing about the cloud. It literally means at a glance. So you can tell instantly, you know, next chart. Okay, I got nothing for you. I ain't touching that. Syrup. Let's go. No. Not exactly a emblem of success. I got nothing. Block square. Nope. Next chart. And that might be the stone cold low, ladies and gentlemen, but that's not for me. JST. Just chop, double top. I got nothing. Like, you shouldn't have to guess, right? You know, if you want to look at a bullish chart, we talked about the cup and handle back here. Did I take this trade? Of course not. It's always the ones you don't take. This is what a bullish chart looks like, in case you didn't know or weren't sure. What do I make about all this stuff going on Twitter about synthetic? I have no idea. I haven't heard any of that. I'll have to take a look. Oklo divided by IREN. Somebody thinks 40K for BTC. Possible. MSTR equals Enron. I think MSTR is going to be fine. I think it's the other DATs that are not going to be fine. The other DATs are going to be selling for sure. Have I seen Tone Vase? I have not. I have not. Circle. Crypto adjacent. Again, what is there to do? What is there to do here? I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. QRL, IREN, Filecoin, XMR. XMR tops and BTC bottoms? Could be. I don't know what DG. Is that a ticker? DG? Dollar General. Oh. Yeah. Again, like, there are plenty of charts that are bullish. They're just not crypto charts. And that's the thing. If you're watching this stuff at any point over the past 2-3 years, it's pretty obvious that we're not in a bullish environment right now. There's plenty of other stuff to do. Yeah, we'll look at the miners. What was the other one? I guess MSTR. So the issue with MSTR is it's got a div. Is my face in the way? No. It's got a div, a bull div, right? Okay, so that's one thing. This could be a falling wedge. Could be. I would watch this on a lower time frame. Maybe the hourly. Maybe that's low enough. Set an alert at some higher high. Because if there's anything that's getting hit with heavy tax loss harvesting, it's probably MSTR. So maybe we're due for some like mean reversion setup. I was thinking 184 to 260. is a trade. That's moved down a little bit because of the TK lines, but it's just super early. So I think you're like a couple weeks out probably from anything here that's substantial. But it's trying. It's definitely trying. Yeah, no, again, most of these alt charts, why, right? Like Adam, it's been down only since 2022. Buying it because it's low is not a good reason for me personally. Mo Bravia, are those look like legacy charts, right? Or legacy names? BCH. Yeah, unfortunately, BCH does look good. I'll give you that in a vacuum. Much like Zcash, there's just some things I'd rather not trade personally. This would be one of them, but there's plenty of TA evidence for this to go higher. It's just not for me. You know, don't have to trade everything. It's got cup and handle, W, inverted head and shoulder, all sorts of fun stuff, right? All right, thanks, Mo. Yeah, Shrek, we just looked at Monero. It looks fine. It's going to be a slow mover, but I like it. I like it for higher, for sure. All right, let's just look at legacy, shall we? Filecoin, real quick. What is it? Is it ICP? I forget. No, it's Internet Computer. What is Filecoin? FIL? Yeah, no. Nope, it's at all-time lows. Like, why? No, sorry, it's just not for me. All right, let's go over we'll do the miners first. I do like IREN here. So here's WGMI. WGMI on the daily has a like head and shoulders, inverted cup and handle, and there's nothing bullish here, to be fair, to WGMI. So I don't like WGMI here as a basket. Doesn't look bullish to me. Individually though, IREN, now it's in bear territory, but I do like the falling wedge here. So I do have IREN in the port currently. Wasn't even a div, but I do like it. The risk reward is absurd, right? You know, it's a number, but if you measure this, that's where you think it could go. The point is, lower lows, like that's anything, the permanent rule. You get down there, I'm out. So I'm willing to try until 33. But it does look tradable here, especially again relative to anything in crypto. Definitely tradable. Most of the other miners look like WGMI. Bitfarms, all sorts of head and shoulders there. Cores, head and shoulders there. Below the cloud. CleanSpark below the cloud. BitTier, too early. Wolf, on my watch list, it's maybe trying to inverted head and shoulders. It's way early, but if this thing can get back up to 14, I like it. Way too early here though. Cypher may be the same. You know, it's got this ambiguity to it where this may just go nowhere and then it can curl back up. But in the moment, I don't see anything here. Hut is what you want Cypher and Wolf to look like. Also probably tradable to the long side. It's just tough because how much of this is AI versus BTC related? I assume all of this is AI related. So you're kind of at the mercy of the AI trade. Probably worth a mention on the watch list though. I like it at higher highs personally. Hive, no. Riot, head and shoulders, diamond, just gross. BT, no. Mara, ugly. That is a new multi-year low. Ugly. So none of the miners look good to me for the most part, except IREN and HUT. Let me do this. Let me go over the Josh port real quick. So I like Rivian a lot, continue to like Rivian a lot. I'll add if it gets below 20. This is like, to me, it's an easy, long-term, sit there, do nothing trade. I'm into the new year. I'll be in long-term cap games for some of this stuff. So I don't plan on selling anything anytime soon. I like 30 to 40. You know, there's really nothing else to say on the weekly. It's a bullish TK cross. It's a bullish Kumo breakout. It's a bullish Kumo twist. That's the strongest signal you're going to get. Again, not crypto. Figs continues to look phenomenal. Figs is what I hope Rivian turns into. You know, just a nice smooth ride to highs. One thing I'm watching on Figs is the daily fractal at 1136. If it gets down there, I'm going to trim half. So I'm currently up over 100% on this. I don't love this structure, this like double toppy structure. So if it does get that low, I'm going to cut half and then just leave it. Zoom. Love Zoom. Love it here. Love it lower. Love it higher. I love it because it's consolidated for years. Literally. It's done nothing. It's done absolutely nothing. I like the structure. If you look at this, nice little tight inverted head and shoulders there. Cloud likes it on the weekly. Maybe it goes nowhere, but the point is if this can actually do a little bit of something, then the risk reward is on your side for favorability here. I like 181. That's the 50% retrace. Roku, again, self-explanatory, ascending triangle cloud. You know, this is the stuff I'd buy. I wouldn't buy Filecoin. That's just me. Monero, we talked about. Tesla, ultra high long-term cup and handle on the daily. This one is just a buy and hold for 2026. You know, you don't want this below 390, so play it smart, but looks fine. It took the whole year to make a cup and handle. Love it. mRNA on the daily has pulled out of the cloud. But again, these are very different setups than anything you're going to see in crypto. Very, very different. This may fail, whatever. I'm taking a chance on this. So anything that looks like this, I like. FDS is kind of a weird one. This is FactSet. It does have a inverted head and shoulders down here, trying to smush its way into the cloud. So I'm going to be adding at 295, but that's another one to add to the watch list. Kind of a wonky looking post earnings inverted head and shoulders, but I like it. D-Nut, which is Krispy Kreme. Again, just vanilla. Ironically, a vanilla ascending triangle. It's above the cloud. You probably don't want this below 350, realistically. But why not? You know, again, it's not anything else in the market. And I like the fact that this took 5, 6, 7 months to figure itself out. Metaplanet. I like this way better than MSTR. Way better. This might fail. This might fail. It's BTC. So if BTC goes lower, Metaplanet probably goes lower. What I like here is this inverted head and shoulders structure. It may get like, you know, it may go sideways for a while and do nothing. No problem, Scott. But I love the fact that this thing is off 80% from the highs, or whatever this is. Yeah, it was off over 80%. What is this? 86. I don't care what the MNAV is. I don't care that they're buying 20,000 more BTC. I don't care about any of that. All I know is you have a bullish TK across down here after, 6 months? If we turn off the price, you're getting a bullish TK across. So that's the first step towards an edge to edge. Now this is not the 3350 chart, which is slightly different. Did I brick? Nope. There we go. This is the 3350 chart, which is the Metaplanet OG chart, but it's the same concept, same idea. Some people can't trade it because it's international or there's like additional fees or whatever. There are always usually ways around that for anything that's big enough, so it's worth looking around. So for 3350, it's the same deal. Inverted head and shoulders potentially. bullish TK cross, price in the cloud. That's like a January thing, you know. So if we're talking a mean reversion or whatever, I like something like that. 400 to 800, sure. You know, I don't need to ride this to 1700, but just something to pay attention to. Again, when there's not much going on and this is going in the opposite direction. Very interesting little setup. This probably fails. If BTC goes lower, this probably fails. But interesting setup nonetheless. IREN we talked about. REMX is another one. Just vanilla. Bullish TK recross price above cloud. Breakout. Inverted head and shoulders. It's a commodity, rare earth. A lot of people know about this one from earlier in the year. It does have a broader target up here, 94 to 121 from the previous breakout. So that's where I like it after this move. So it's good to see it breaking up today. It's good to see the cloud recognizing that ahead of time. And it's good to see the consolidation after the pullback. So I like that a lot. This is Porsche, DRPRY. Again, just the vanilla do nothing for a long time, go sideways. Maybe this fails, maybe it doesn't. I like it. I like ads at highs into the new year. And that's it. You know, I'm a simple man. I'm looking for stuff like this. Just looking for stuff like this. That's all. And of course, SPXL, which is 3x S&P. This is potentially another inverted head and shoulders on the S&P. So again, is it going to like rock your socks that it's moving from 228 to 250? No, but it isn't crypto, and if you have to trade something, it's something to trade. And it's a setup. That's just where we're at right now. That's where we're at. MSTR just replaying last cycle. Just look at, sure, possible. Just think a lot of people are selling MSTR down here because they're sick of it. Yeah, metals, I'll have to go back to that. Thoughts on considering you've rallied. Metals to me, what's up, Gulch? Metals to me just feels like they're having their moment, you know? Like, just insanity. Absolute insanity. We'll finish up the watch list here. YCA is another international uranium play. I can't trade it, I don't think. But inverted head and shoulders there above the cloud. Not bad. A lot of people asking about Oklo. Oklo, to me, is a worse IREN right now. If this can get, what is that? I don't know, 83? This will keep moving down, right, with the wedge, but I don't like Oklo as much as I like IREN here. And we can look at them. Oklo relative to IREN, pretty straightforward. Doesn't favor Oklo. So if I had to pick one, it would be IREN right now. Wolf, we talked about. Doc N was another one from the Discord. Inverted head and shoulders. Multiple years of consolidation. You know, just pretty straightforward vanilla type stuff. Peloton I keep looking at because it's with the COVID darlings that kind of popped in 2020. Fell off the table, reconsolidated. It's not a trade here. It's probably not a trade next week, but it's something to think about into 26. If this can get back up to 750, 760, just because, again, the risk reward is there for this to move higher. Who knows what happens, right? But I don't think it's a trade today. That's why it's a watch list consideration for me. PFE is another one, watch list. Just generic inverted head and shoulders. Nothing to do today. And then TYD rates, again, I don't think this breaks up, but this has consolidated for so long after a bear market. It's just worth keeping an eye on any higher highs here for TYD. If this can get above a high time frame cloud, worth taking a look at. If this does break up, that would mean the 10-year yield broke down, which doesn't really look super likely at the moment. it's trying to figure out what it wants to be when it grows up, but yeah. So again, not a today trade, but one way to trade the 10-year breakdown would be something like TYD, which is leveraged. Leveraged IWM is also TNA. Not an amazing chart, but maybe there's something there in 2026. What's up, Craw Craw? ARCG Weekly. All right, what else we got here? This is from another Discord member, RG8. So this is Argentina. Not bad. You know, the rest of the world trade also doing pretty okay right now compared to crypto. Maybe I don't know, inverted head shoulder or something. CEPU, probably a bit late. If anything, maybe a rising wedge. Yeah, rising wedge bear div on this one. So I don't love this relative to ARGT. SUPV, this looks good. Well, little big inverted head and shoulders into a breakout there. I like it. I like it. Huge risk reward because it's so deep. Let me just move this up. I gotta remember this one. So far the chart of the stream, I think, outside of the ones I've mentioned, this is what I like about this. Not bad. Not bad. Loma. I'll have to look up what SUPV even is, but I guess there's like geopolitical war considerations for this sort of thing if it's in Argentina. I don't know, but that chart looks really good. If it's Discord invite only, it is. I kind of keep it closed so we don't get spammed with nonsense, but every once in a while I throw out some invites. ACAM. So yeah, if you guys got anything else, just throw it in here and we'll be here for the next 20 minutes just looking at charts. Anything we can see here. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's not bad. It's kind of messy. It's kind of messy. ARCG. Yeah, we had talked about this one, I don't know, a couple months ago, probably. I don't hate it. I might buy some. Because we were talking about CRISPR, so this is the Genomic Revolution ETF. It may be worth looking under the hood and seeing if there's some things that you like, some things that you don't. Let's just add it here to this. Boop. I don't like, just off the bat, I don't like this double toppy thing. So I don't know if it's worth maybe waiting a little bit on this one just to see how it plays out on lower time frames. But the weekly does look very good. You know, it's this that you kind of don't want. To be fair, Roku had something similar. Roku had this head and shoulders risk that it appears to be fighting off. So it's not always end of days when you see something like that, but maybe worth looking under the hood, see what you like. CRISPR, this was the one, yeah, still head and shoulders there. This was the one on the high time frames that I liked. It just didn't go anywhere, didn't break out. And I think that's in the ARCG. So your homework is to go into ARCG under the hood and see what you like. What a depressing stream it's been. Look, they're not all going to be uplifting streams. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, right? That's what makes the good days better when you have bad days. Shakespeare knew that, you know? The acts would be like the up act and the down act in the up act to contrast it. What else we got? I have a whole Nuanda, by the way. Nuanda All-Star gave me a list. We'll take a look at that in a second. Yeah. So just like in most of these, like uranium or AI related, Bitcoin miners look exactly like this. I think you just have to wait to see what happens. Now these look better, or this looks better. than most of the Bitcoin miners, I'd say. You know, you got sort of something there. I'll set an alert. I'm with you. I see the vision. I already have an alert actually, unless I just set that and I'm not paying attention. 1621. We'll put it on the old watch list. Now this is really why I do the stream, because people like force me to look at just random stuff, and you never know. You just never know. Like, where did I get the idea to trade Rivian? The stream. I wouldn't have looked at it on my own. There's no way. Noanda says he doesn't know how good this list is. Well, Chad will let you know. Chad will let you know. FCell, I've seen a lot of people talking about FCell lately. Pretty messy. Messy, but I also see the vision. I do see the vision. You got inverted head and shoulders into a edge to edge. It as you typically do, you have a chart pattern to back you up on any cloud stuff. So I like alerts. Maybe even a little nibble here. You know, just an amuse-bouche, an appetizer. Down only since 2020. I think this thing has a lot of, there's a lot of splits or something. Somebody was mentioning. I don't know. So you got to be careful. But probably worth keeping an eye on, just because that structure has consolidated for over a year. Probably worth keeping an eye on. If we want to think about targets, you know, this is dangerous, but 50% of the move is 56. And that would be like the Dow theory retracement. So this isn't bad. Let's add this one. This one goes on the watch list for sure. Good shout. Good shout. Yeah, Dina and I actually have some right now. I was going through it earlier. Ascending triangle. Looks good. What else is there to say? Yeah, Mo, you can definitely... Nwanda sent it to me in Discord, but let me scroll to your list real quick, and then we'll go to Nwanda's list. What is SCHW? Is that some Schwab dividend thing? Oh, no, it's just Schwab, yeah. Schwab's another one, so they're going to add crypto in 26. We'll see if that matters, but chart looks good. Chart looks really good. It looks like gold miners did before they broke out. You know, this weird like diagonal. I'm not saying Schwab's going to go to infinity, but it's something to do. It's something to do. That's at all-time highs. And this measures to quite higher. So I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It looks better than almost anything we've looked at today. I can tell you that. So let's stream to watch. Thank you for that. EL, Estee Lauder. Yeah. It's trying. Trying to find the channel. I guess it's more of like a parallel channel that it broke out of, but not bad. Just vanilla cloud stuff, you know? Just vanilla cloud stuff. Let's set a add section there. Okay. Vanilla cloud stuff looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, where was Mo's list? Let's take a look. Here it is. Okay. BRBR. Bell Ring Brands. Oh, Mo. You start me off with this one? Okay, all right. I take that back. I can see it. I can see why you brought it up. Does have a little bit of an edge-to-edge vibe. I don't love whatever's going on here pattern-wise, but yeah. I mean, this is what he's looking at, I'm guessing, is that. Don't hate it. I don't know enough about what that is to try, but I don't hate it. SRPT on the 2-day. Yeah. There's a lot of these like random biotechs that have stuff going on because they've consolidated for so long after like falling off the table. This is basically like the FDS trade idea. Daily, it's got a cloud breakout. 2-day, it's got the edge-to-edge thing waiting on it. It's got some sort of ascending triangle as well. So at least this one has a pattern on its side that I like a lot more. The thing with the biotech stuff is you got to be careful if they've got some announcement coming and some like trial fails, you're like down 20%, you know. But how this is setting up, yeah, this one goes on the watch list for sure. For sure. It's a good shout there. Appreciate it. VRT. Vertiv. Yeah, we've looked at this one a couple times. It kind of reminds me of Galaxy, because Galaxy broke out and then gave it all back. I wouldn't trade this until it's bullish TK cross back above the cloud. I just don't think there's anything here. For the, let's just pull up Galaxy real quick because I mentioned it. Yeah, I mean, at least Galaxy got there-ish to its target, and just gave everything back. So yeah, nothing to do on Galaxy either, for what it's worth. Gurn. Oh wow, look at that. Just bounced around for a year. See, this is why we stream, ladies and gentlemen. We find stuff like this. Like, what the hell even is this, right? Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. We gotta get Mo back on next week, you know, for the next best list of ideas or list of good ideas, whatever. This thing, you know, whatever. Cloud likes it. It's been a year. I don't know if this is biotech. It might be. I don't even know. Don't care. Yeah. That looks really good. That looks really, really good. I like the cloud. I like the pattern. That looks good. Very good. Solid list. It's already better than Nwando's list, and we don't even have to look at Nwando's list. I just know. I just know. We looked at this one a couple weeks ago. Lunar Innovative Machines. I just hate trading these megaphones. They're just horrible. But yeah, it's on the bullish side of the megaphone. It looks like it wants to break out. It looks fine. I hate adding to this. If I'm up, I hate playing the breakout. I don't know. Like, I'd rather play any of these other names that we've talked about on the watch list than this. But it looks good. It looks good. I just don't like the pattern. Billy, is this trying to like Adam and Eve a little bit? Maybe if you're super patient. Is this a China stonk? It might be a China stonk. Because it kind of looks like K-Web, so I just assume it's a China stonk. K-Web, by the way, just a dud. Continuous, endless dud. Has done nothing for years and years and years. Unfortunately, despite setting up. Which Ray would love, because he hates China. Ray's like, never buy China. USA #1. Even CQQQ just doesn't look like it's going anywhere. All right, last one on Mo's list. All-star list though, Mo. Jesus, just coming in with the heat today. Coming in with the heat. RZLV. No, this one's a bit weaker. So we started off weak-ish, ended weak, but man, that juicy middle. Those are some good shouts for sure. GLTR. Physical. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, like, what are you going to do with this? Really, what are you realistically going to do? It's it's already up 100% on the year. I don't know. Like, the boat is just so far out of the ocean for me on these. It's not for me personally. It looks great. It's bullish, but it's way too late for me. WPM is another one, if you remember that one. Canadian gold and silver, I think. Miner. Still looks good. So yeah, all the miners look great. The problem is, like, here, like right now, today, Man, I don't know. It feels a little late. And I know I'm saying that, and it's probably going to go up another 10,000%, but man, just feels a little late. ASTS space donks. Yeah, I know it's a strong theme right now. I don't love the chart. If it can, you know, survive. If it can survive, then I like the potential. It just, you know, just doesn't quite look like a chart I want to play around with right now. UFO, little cup and handle on UFO attempt. Also a little late. You know, that one's a little late for me. EL we looked at. It looked good. QRL, I'm just catching up. QRL. Don't love that. I mean, I can see what you're seeing on the cloud. I just don't like the illiquidity you're seeing on like the daily. Like this thing barely trades is the problem. But it looks okay. SoFi. That's a head and shoulders risk for sure up there. Just if this then that, you know, if this thing can get above the cloud again, then it negates the bearish potential. But I don't think, you know, I certainly am not touching this thing here. You could also probably argue diamond top, right? Just this, whatever. So I'd be careful with that. And it's already up. Yeah, see, it has a lot to give back. That's the problem. So it looks a little challenged up here. So I'd be careful with that one. I bet Carvana's the same. Doesn't look as bad, honestly, but still not for me. What else we got? Thanks, John. I was going for how they do movies. Start slow. Oh, okay. Start slow and slow. Okay. Quantum resistant ledger. Lunar weekly RZLV. Yeah, those few in the middle I think still look fine. It's just a couple of those that you brought were just like, man, who is this guy bringing me Gurn? Like, what is this? This is an insane setup. That's an insane setup. All right, sorry. Quantum resistant ledger. Oh, it's a coin. And this is just like a gimmick, right? Sure, go for it. Cloud loves it. Daily looks good. Weekly looks good. I got nothing to add. Looks fine. The problem is anything crypto right now, you're kind of playing with fire. That's all. Yeah, there's definitely a multi-decade breakout on silver and gold for sure. Figure. We got 5 minutes for Nwanda. Is that going to give it Nwanda justice for the time that he spent putting that list together? I do not love this on any time frame, unfortunately. Real quick, gold. Gold has already hit. I guess it hasn't hit that lower time frame. This is the monthly gold chart, right? It is. People thought you were crazy when you were talking about stuff like this in 22 and 23. And you're measuring this out to like 4,000, 3,000. It's already past that. And what I'm drawing is the multi-decade cup and handle, right? It's already past that. So we're here, folks. We got there. Has my viewership dropped? Probably. I don't really pay too much attention to it, to be honest. I just do this for me. I do this for me and the 5 people who show up, you know? Fly. I'm going to say probably not. There's probably a list of like 5 aerospace names that you can put together that look decent. But I don't know. It's just tough because they're so speculative. That's the issue. All right, the Nuanda list. The Nuanda list. Can it beat the Mo Brava list head to head today? All right, this has Gurn potential. Definitely Gurn potential. It doesn't look as good as Gurn. But this looks like Rivian. This looks like figs, you know, like does it help to know what this stuff is? Yes. Does it help that it's some theme in the market that the market's paying attention to? Yes. But I like keeping this on the alert list just in case, whatever it is. It looks interesting. Zeta also looks sort of interesting. You know, it's got this huge cup and handle. Sorry, inverted head and shoulders. It's breaking out of on the daily. Another one. Nuanda bringing the heat so far at the beginning. Happy holidays, everybody. Dr. Ubo especially. Nuanda's bringing the heat. So I like Zeta. I like OLPX. Chipotle. Oh, Chipotle. I don't know. What does this measure to? This is the head and shoulders up here. So it did reach the target. I'm just looking at this massive thing. I don't know. I'd rather stay out of that one personally. ONDS. We looked at it for something at some point. Cup and handle, maybe? I think some of these other charts look a little bit better. But this is basically REMX. You know, it's a bullish CK recross price Swift cloud. I like REMX better, personally. NVO. We're dropping off here in the middle. Oh, this is Novo Nordisk. Okay. It's got a bull div. Similar to Gurn, similar to OLPX. It has this like channel to it, you know? Probably worth a little alert of Rooney, just in case. Just because it's been down for over a year with a massive bull div. I think it's a little early for an entry, but interesting. App lovin', boys and girls. Bullish TK recross price split cloud, inverted head and shoulders, cup and handle, whatever, call it whatever you want. Looks tradable. Where does this measure? Yeah, I mean that's a trade. The cloud likes it. Pattern's there. That's a trade. I gotta like split these off so I remember. Add section. We like this. We like this. Did we like Zeta? I don't think so. Oh no, we did like Zeta. Zeta. OLPX. See, everybody else does the work for me, and then I just show up and click a chart. You know what I mean? Nova Gold Resources. Again, cup and handle. Cup and handle, inverted head and shoulders, whatever. Pattern's there. Cloud likes it. No idea what this is. Is it not? Is it commodity or whatever? Is that an all-time high? Almost. Yeah, interesting little chart for sure. Almost. I like these splits. Almost there? Question mark. Yeah, I agree. Coco, almost there. Definitely worth a little alert of Rooney here at the cloud. Maybe 1050. Good shout. RDW. Same deal. Tried to get in there. Didn't have a bullish TK cross yet. Set an alert down here at 8 something. Not 790. Almost there for sure. I would love to see this into 26. Like just some like deep right shoulder. We'll come back to this at some point in 26. Like something like this. Oh man. That would be insane. That'd be insane. Maybe. These are the maybes. He's giving me warnings here. Path. Yeah, we talked about Path a couple times. Super volatile, super noisy. The risk reward is there, right? Like it's got this huge W. If you shut all this off. Huge W. So probably worth worth the watch list. QXO. Ugh. I don't know about that. I never like to see that. What is this? It was a random 96%. It had some sort of split thing. I don't like that at all. Sorry. Not for me. Destiny Tech. I see the vision. I'd rather just trade some of these others, but I don't hate it. Too late. Marvel. I don't think it's too late. It just doesn't look good. Doesn't look that good. It's got this as well. So, I don't know. Not for me. Mux. Just like REMX. Few of these others with a bullish TK recross, you know, it's less about what this is and more about this has gone up, it retraced, stabilized, flatlined, and it's going to get the trend back on its side again. So, I don't hate it. Eventually. DQ, not to be confused with Dairy Queen. A little late. So I agree with you on that. Probably a little late on DQ. All right, that's his list. Let's finish up. So thank you for that, Nwanda. Finish up here with a few more. What is this? What is this monstrosity? No, that one's not for me. Sorry. Top 2% of my watchers appreciate it. I saw a few people throwing out the YouTube Wrapped with my ugly mug on it. It's pretty funny. DXYZ. Didn't we just look at this? Yeah, we just looked at this one. I don't like it. I'll just be honest. I don't like it. Oh, it holds SpaceX and OpenAI. Of course. Okay. BCI. Oh yeah, the commodity index looks insane. I mean, this, like, look at this thing, right? This is Gurn post breakout, you know? We all just wish we could be there for the day. This looks insane, right? So I'm sure there's some commodity, excuse me, some commodity ETF X oil. That's probably what you want because oil hasn't done super well. Target is, yeah, you know, interesting little chart. We're going to put it on here. Probably an entry today or tomorrow. Just a little nibble, little snack. It looks okay. I like that it's been down for, what, 2 years? 2 years down. Flatlined for the past 6-8 months. Little W down there. If we just measure the W, 110, 117. If we measure the 50% retrace, 120. Interesting. It's got this too. It may get this into 26 with a huge inverted head and shoulders, but I don't hate it. RKT. Is this Rocket Mortgage, right? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, you can't. The thing is, you can't just say it's not a trade with a bullish TK recross price of cloud. So it's got that. It's just super noisy, super noisy. To me, this is like a rates play with mortgages. If it's the right company I'm thinking of, very noisy, but I don't hate it. Yeah, mRNA we looked at earlier. It's a slow burn. You know, it's pulling back a lot. It may pull back all the way down to 23. That's why it's just for me an entry position. I like that it's consolidated for a year. You know, if you've consolidated for a year and you're out of the daily cloud, I'll give that a stab. So it's not a like today mover, but I think it looks okay. Nwanda doesn't think it was a depressing stream. We surfaced 3 to 5 solid trading. I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to add some of these to watch list for sure and probably trade into some of them. So appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Last one, we'll do SFix. What's up, Karen? We'll do SFix. Hope everybody had a good year. Hope everybody has a great 2026. And after this, we will see you. I mean, I guess Setup Sunday is going to be, well, I guess we have another week. another week. Set up Sunday. Do some housekeeping. I have some interesting stuff in store for Tuesday next year for Teaching Tech Tuesday. SFIX also up there with chart of the stream. This is the last chart. Somebody just popped in case of success and said, hey, what about SFIX? Not bad. Huge rounded. It's like, what is this? 3-year rounded bottom? Get out of town. Get out of town. I feel like I've heard of this company. I don't know what they do. Let me find this real quick because, yeah. Yeah, this is like inverted head and shoulders on steroids, right? 50% of this is what? 15. I love it. I love it. Oh, people renting clothes. Okay. I love it. Chat. Sign me up. I'm in. I'm in for a pound. In for a penny, in for a pound. I think it looks amazing. Amazing. So thank you for bringing that. All right, that's all we got for this one. I'll catch you next time. Have a good weekend.